guys, Joel Seaman here. I'm going to be talking about a specific type of exercise variation that I refer to as a waiter press or pizza press variations done with a plate. Pretty simple here. The concept is to teach you how to lock your scapula in and also to tuck your lats and really squeeze. A lot of people, when they do overhead exercises, especially or any pressing movement, their shoulders kind of come out. Same thing with an overhead exercise. I'm even going to show you with an overhead lunge here. If you do that with a plate in the style that I'm going to show you, you'll actually dump the weight. So this really teaches you, and it's a very good prop for really reinforcing that proper position of your body and letting the weight drift forward. So basically with this one, you can't do it wrong. If you do it wrong, it's just not going to happen. You literally dump the weight. So let me show you just the press first. Just got a 33, 15 kilogram plate here, nice and tight. Drive it up. Come down, control, really tuck that elbow, squeeze the lats. Drive it up. Right there. Again, what I like about this too is that if you notice, my hand is technically in a pronated position, so I'm like this, okay? What that does is it actually transfers to barbell pressing movements a little bit than if you're doing something like a dumbbell press where you're in a neutral grip. Most people, as soon as they go into a pronated grip, their elbows start to pull out, okay? So what we're trying to do here is to use that pronated grip while still tucking the elbow, so it really transfers well to knowing how to position your scapula and your elbows when you're doing something like a barbell exercise, okay? Same thing you can actually do for a lunge, an overhead lunge. When most people do an overhead lunge with a dumbbell or even a barbell, the weight starts to drift forward. What this is going to do, it's going to teach you how to pull it back, keep it in line with your body. So just going to drive my weight back here, go into a lunge, keep the arm in line with your head. If I let the arm drift forward, I would lose the weight and I would dump it. So it's a really good and useful pump. Gives me a lot of feedback whether or not I'm doing the movement pattern correctly. Finally, I'm going to show you a press done just like a horizontal press here to the chest, okay, just a typical pressing movement. You can do this with 2 plates if you want, but for the purposes of me demonstrating this, since I don't have someone handing it to me, you're going to just use 1 plate for this. So you lay down, drive it up, come down, drive it up. Again, real simple. You're using that pronated grip. Okay, we're not going into a neutral grip. Keeping it pronated. Driving it up, really focusing on tucking that elbow, squeezing the lat, and making sure our scapula is in the right position. Again, very, very useful for teaching the body how to lock the scapula in for something like a push-up, especially when you're on the floor. Again, most people, when they go on the floor with a push-up, their elbows start to pull out. This really shows you how to lock those shoulder blades in and keep your elbows in the proper position here. So it has very good transfer to something like a push-up, as well as a barbell pressing movement, like a bench press or incline press. So give these a try. These are just the waiter pressing movements or pizza pressing movements, just kind of how it looks. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think. All right, thanks.